anyway, so we better finish up with this course. So then there was generally a deterioration. Certainly in my game, everybody else deteriorated. Dan, you maintained fairly steady.
I deteriorated.
I deteriorated. Did you deteriorate?
The back 10 I was doing well, but then I deteriorated on that par 5 where I just picked up 7, and then we had that incident on 16.
Number 16
I just went right into the woods, right my team.
Oh, that's right. After a long wait there, waiting for the kids.
With the steam rising, right?
Yeah. Then it was at that point when the horde moved in on us from up the fairway. Right. They
back
came
towards
the tee, right.
Into the landing area, basically.
Yes, and when we hit our tee shots and went up there, you could see they had the red log markers in the middle of the fairway for these junior kids.
Right. It seemed like there's 15 or 20 of them.
Oh yeah, there was at least 7. There was at least about 7 of them that came walking.
The lady was
this
very.
Is after 4 kids had gone through ahead of us, going up
which we didn't know where they came.
The lady was very, she was very apologetic,
that's right.
And
it wasn't her fault. She's not the leader of the pack.
Right. So then we finished that hole. Did you get a par on that one, Tom?
Yeah,
They had a par with a great shot in there. Yeah. And then we went to number 7, was it 17? We're sitting there waiting while there were there was about 4 young people ahead of us, right? And they were sitting down on the fairway for a while.
Yeah.
While others sitting in the fairway while their playing partners look for balls on the hazard on the right.
Yeah.
And then slowly all the time.
And then the 2 guys, the 2 elderly gentlemen, came up from the rear. And you went back and talked to them, Craig. What did they have to say?
Well, they were local. They weren't flying in from out of town for a game.
Right.
And
they hadn't
so I just talked to them, and I just said, well, if you guys go in and tell them, you're upset about it or whatever, then we do, maybe nothing will come of it.
So did you plant the idea in their heads that they might be able to get something out of this? All right.
But obviously they put their clubs and stuff away because I was in there before they were.
Well, the one guy that we were talking to sounded like, well, anyway, first of all, then we decided that we would abandon the game 2, or the round 2, and go back and see it. And Craig
there was a little tension at that hole.
On whether or not, you guys wanted to. I didn't have a strong feeling about it, but that was fine.
You guys stayed on the fence on that.
Not for very long, I don't think.
We sensed reluctance, I guess.
You did sense reluctance. I think what we're really trying to do is find out what the position that you have.
Right. If we would have known we got 18 for a free 18 holes. Well,
I don't think that would have made any difference.
It wouldn't have been enjoyable to sit and wait.
I wouldn't have enjoyed the last 2 holes. I would have been getting more and more ticked off.
So for me, it didn't have anything to do with whether I would get it.
I don't think that.
But your position is better if you go in than you could have for 16.
Right.
And then finishing the round and saying, then going and making the race.
Right. If we would have finished it, we would have had a much less effective bargaining position. Right.
We would have gotten less.
Yeah. So anyway, we decided to abandon the rounds.
First time ever.
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah.
Through rain or anything.
Right.
Instead of getting rained out, we got kitted out.
Yeah. So then we went back, and as I understand it from Tom, you told him that you wanted to go in solo on the.
No, he just said.
Well, Tom
I said we got to take the cart back, and Greg said, okay, you take it back, and I'll go in and talk to the guy.
I always feel better if you're one-on-one.
I think it's better
because
otherwise we're hanging up on them.
Right.
So we're waiting out in the parking lot, and then those other 2 guys were putting their clubs back, and the one guy sounded like had gone in to negotiate something, right?
Yeah, the guy was trapped.
When he came back out, well, you came out out before he did. With 4 rounds of 18 holes for the ticket, and then the he comes out, and his partner says, "What did you get?"
Nothing. Well, they got 18 holes.
guys are at each other's throats the rest of the day.
I think so. Because the other guy didn't want to go back in.
No.
But the other guy wasn't willing to go in himself. So
Right.
why was the other guy?
I like to hear that conversation between those guys when they got their
How
car.
did those guys go for 3 rounds 18? And we came back with nothing.
Yeah, we played the same number of holes as them.
Less? They played the same?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Or no, 16 I think.
They played a quick.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh, they skipped.
Because he said we were okay up to 16.
Right. He just didn't have a good negotiator.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure.
So,
You could tell he was full of problems. And maybe after us getting 18, the guy wasn't.
Well, he was waiting.
But he might have wanted money back too. I think that was two things.
That
were
was
the big
it.
thing.
Yeah.
No money back. Because like Tom was saying as we were going back, Tom, right? It's no. Because I was telling about that Beacons Lodge story, and like I said, I've told that to I would say almost close to probably 50 or 60 people. What a good deal, felt they were fair and all that stuff. And the same thing. And Tom was saying how, it's no money out of their pocket.
When you get back to the course, you're going to buy products and food.
No, but the thing is, if we go back there, then their costs are going to be the same whether we're there or not. The cost of watering, all that stuff. So really, us to go this.
Did you point all these things out in the?
No, not to him. We were just talking about how. And but when I said I didn't want because he was going to give us 9-hole rain check, and then the girls started doing it or whatever, and that's when we started. Well, have you played in the tape mark?
So you think it was a T-shirt that really?
Yeah, that's what
that was.
Yeah, because he was. First of all, he thought he was going to have to give us money back, and when you take money out of their pocket, they don't like that. But the tape mark, all of a sudden, I named some names that he had remembered, heard of. And I said, "Are you from Minnesota?" "Yeah, from Oak Hill." And then I started talking. Well, we're out here, Minneapolis. We played Red Mike's, Bully Pulpit, that type of stuff.
Establishing a personal connection.
Right. And then he said to the girl, he said, "Well, this is what I'll do. Come back to the office." And then he started to write out the card, and I was talking to him as we were walking, and just talking about stuff or whatever.
So he didn't say or have them right away that he was going to give you the 18.
Oh, no.
He wrote it out, and then he surprised you by handing it to you?
No. I knew it was first going to be 9-hole rain check. Then it was going to be 9-hole, just give him his money back. Because I told him about the Minneapolis. We were from Minneapolis.
And we had driven all the way up.
Right, type of thing.
And he
said,
saw
well,
that you had the charity, but it was a charity event, too, that's on your... T-shirt, right?
Yeah, I said,
charity event. So that was a plus.
Yes, that's when that was initially. That was the connection of starting.
Were you ready to, at that point though, to just take the 9-hole refund?
9-hole, yeah. I thought 9-hole would have been fair enough.
Refund, yeah.
No,
Refund or
I didn't want the money. I just a rain check. I just figured.
So you were not going to take the money at any point. Did you think you should consult with us on this, or did you think?
I thought you guys were having a pretty good time on the holes or whatever, that you'd probably come back and play.
We'd
The
come
course
back
at some point.
But no, if they were only going to give us, if they were going to just give us the money, were you prepared to say for the group we didn't want the money?
Yes, I was. Well, I was the negotiator.
He was appointed,
I'm not going to sit and go. Well, excuse me, I'm going to go talk to my other people. That would have been stupid.
Of course, negotiators do that.
Well, not
That's right. I have to talk to my clients.
Well, what do you think, Dan? If I would have come back and said they offered us the money, but I wouldn't take it because of...
That's how we got 18.
Right, I know that, but it was a risk. It was a risk.
There was no risk.
I knew I was getting 9 holes.
9 holes.
I didn't make the decision saying, if I don't accept the money, he'll give us 18. I just figured we would be back here at some point and play it.
To get the 9.
Yeah, so a 9-hole rain check. And then he was talking about, you're going to be back in a year. Sometimes it's just a year. And that's when he decided to do the card on his card. Because then there's no expiration.
So you said, well, maybe, but maybe it'll be later than that.
I mean, he just made that decision.
What if he's gone next year? He's not there anymore.
Oh, that'll be
honor the...
I'd go in and negotiate that then. I'd be pissed.
This is a binding legal contract, damn it.
He was your head professional at the time you made that decision. Oh, sure.
Well, that was quite
there is no date on there.
There's no
On the
date.
card.
Should have dated it. Maybe
No, I don't know.
maybe that'll void the claim if there's no date on it.
There's no
We have to
name.
go to
We have
court.
to-
No,
right.
no date.
We have
I
to
don't
go
think.
to court.
We have
This is
we have
for free
witnesses
rounds.
though. Where the
Those
woman
two
was there.
guys.
Oh no, she wasn't there at that point.
No.
Those
Went
two
back
guys
to the
would be
office.
hard.
It was unfortunate because he had a phone call because we were getting into
While you were
discussion and stuff. Yeah, just
Huh.
talking and stuff. I would have enjoyed talking a little bit longer, but he had a phone call. Because I was going to tell him, after he did it. I mean, I would have told him that Deacon's Lodge story.
Oh, yeah?
Just well, I mean,
Right.
he's a younger guy.
Trying to teach him a little bit.
Well,
then,
yeah.
yeah.
Not being
Right.
not being teacher like, but just
Right.
shared experience of businessmen.
That would make it
What
a
works?
learning experience for him. That
Oh, sure, yeah.
that reinforcing his decision that
Sure,
the
that
guy
was a
at
good
Deacon
move on his
Lodge,
part.
right, had
because-
done the similar type thing, which raised. I suppose Deacon Lodge would be considered probably a more prestigious course. than
Sure.
this one. Yeah, I mean, more business probably.
Well,
Older
we got
anyway.
$95, $45.
95, yeah. Right.
But yeah, okay.
that-
if
oh,
he
that
wouldn't have
works
done
out,
anything,
right.
if he wouldn't have done anything, I would not have come back to this course. I would have told people
Right.
about it. Now, it's another Deacon's
Right.
Lodge
They
story.
treated us fairly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They screwed up. They didn't purposely, stick it to us. That it was a mistake,
But they wouldn't have. They wouldn't have had a guy out there offering this to us.
Oh
If
no.
you hadn't have gone in and complained about it, or pointed it out to them.
Well, the guy.
In other
that came,
words, they wouldn't have.
well, the guy that came to us initially
Made the
should
error,
have,
right?
should have known that catching up and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
The other kids that were on it. Didn't you think that it was
Yeah.
just those two?
The thing
kids?
that occurred to me that if we hadn't run into those other two guys, I would have thought it would have been a screw up of the lady who we made the reservation with the night before, because she didn't say anything about this, but because we ran into the other two guys and they hadn't been told about it, then that seemed to indicate to me that it was really the golf course that was at fault. Because the person we made the tea time with was like one of those central reservations places that isn't going to know anything about what's going on in the course, or less
But-
likely to.
But if you have a program like that, then you don't let anybody off in the
Right.
morning until they're past the 9 hole. If you didn't have that twosome behind us, it just was our foursome. And what time we start? 6:30. So 10, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9. Like say 10 o'clock. You can start kids on the 10th hole.
Well,
Number
the
one
lady,
hole.
the lady that came back, maybe she said the same to you, but when she came back and talked to us, she said they generally don't ever run into any people at
On Monday
17,
mornings.
16, 17, and 18, because I suppose not very many people start when we
Well, they
start.
knew this morning. The clubhouse did.
Right.
They were there. Clubhouse.
Right.
The same guy wasn't in there when I went in there. That girl was.
The guy that was
The guy
there
with
this
the hearing
morning,
aid.
Yeah, he was gone at that point.
Yeah, he was gone.
the guy with a cold.
No, he's deaf or
Yeah, hearing impaired.
hearing impaired, so he's speaking.
I thought he had a cold too.
No, that was his